Oh, here we go, people. Well, we all know the world as we know it is finished. And just come across an article. Are we heading for World War III? So, experts fear that we're heading for a third world war. And that's in an article, Mail Online. Don't know if you can see that, peeps. Mail Online. The 11th of November 2016. So are we heading for a global war? This is what experts seem to think. The nuclear trigger is now in the hands crazy. It looks like we're heading for a global war, as I've been saying all along. Are we heading for another war?
Спасибо. Пожалуйста, Никонов Вячеслав Алексеевич.
Дорогие друзья, уважаемые коллеги, 3 минуты назад Хиллари Клинтон признала свое поражение на выборах президента Соединенных Штатов, а секунду назад... как избранный президент Соединенных Штатов Америки. С чем я вас всех...
You know, the world as we knew it when we was all growing up is gone. It's gone. You know, before we're 50, well I'm 47 now, before I'm 50 there's going to be another global war. It's inevitable. It's absolutely inevitable. There's another global war on the way. Trump's now said if you burn the American flag, anybody caught for burning the American flag is going to be arrested for treason. And you get arrested for treason, you know where you go, don't you? You're either banged up for life or the death penalty. Our prices are going up and up and up and up and up in the shops. People can't afford to buy things anymore. You know? It's ridiculous. All you're getting is violence. Wherever you go, there's violence. Riots. Well, look at France. That's all you're getting is more and more riots. America. More and more riots. People shooting police officers. You've got the Muslims in this country, the UK, saying that the British police enter Muslim controlled parts of England or Muslim controlled streets. They're going to beat the British police officers up and glass them and kill them. You can't take your dogs out because Muslims don't like dogs. I tell you, you can't take your dogs out in public. There have been leaflets everywhere. Now I've had one put through my front door. Other people I know have had them put through their front door. They're telling us how to dress in our own country. They're trying to totally change our own, change the British culture to suit the Islamic culture. It's ridiculous. You can't go out for fear of being attacked at night. It's ridiculous. You're getting Islamic people on buses Islamic, especially Islamic women on buses having to go at British women because of the way British women dress. Telling them that they're going to go to hell because of the way they dress. I went to go past a mosque on my mobility scooter and got told I couldn't go past the mosque on my mobility scooter. I had to cross the road and go past it because of the way I dress. I'm not allowed on the road where the mosque is. You know. America's totally, well, America's done. It's finished. End of. No more America. That's finished. UK. That's finished. There's no more Great Britain. The great in front of Britain is gone. It's finished. As long as we got the Islamic population over here, threatening our police officers, telling us what we can and can't do in our own country, and the government's sitting there doing nothing about it, this country's finished. Simple as that. You know, times I've told my local member councillor, yeah, I've written them enough letters. I've told UKIP enough times. Nobody's doing anything. Because they're all part of the global elite. All what's going on around the world, all the violence and what have you, is all caused by the global elite. It's all caused by the government doing it, because they've been told to do it by the global elite. And the global elite are the bankers behind the government. It's all part of their master plan for the new world order, one world government. But before that comes, you've got to have another world war. How many of you out there have heard of David Icke? And believe you me, you really, really need to listen to that man. Because I guarantee you, everything he says is fact. Everything he said back in the 80s has happened. Look at the British police. Look at the way they used to dress. Then look at them now. They're dressed up like freaking stormtroopers. Black head to toe. They're getting ready. Because when everything kicks off, the police won't be policing. People that will be the traffic officers, they will be policing. They do have power of arrest, but not allowed to use it yet. But when things kick off, then they will. Years and years ago, they got given this ticket, this card, and told to put it in their drawer. I'm not to speak about it. That's back in the 80s. They've been getting ready for this Third World War since the 80s. Gradually building it up and building it up. Bit by bit. Putting each little piece into place. Because the plan was for 3 world wars. Then after the Third World War, you get your one world government. You get the new world order. First World War was planned. Second World War was planned. Now we need the final one, the Third World War, which we're all going to see in our lifetime. I guarantee you that. I'll see it in my lifetime. You will see it in your lifetime. There's no good saying, "Oh, it won't come to the UK." It will come to every country. Any country that's got a nuclear arsenal will see it, feel it, and have mass casualty. This country will be flattened. We don't stand a hell of it. We don't stand no chance at all. Simple as that.